Hello and welcome to the second episode of the GMR podcast, the GMR G Zone, and yep, I'm gonna open this can of worms because I'm gonna talk about the recent WWE releases. Now, to clarify, yes, I know there are gonna be more, cuts or budget cuts, as WWE saying it. Also, I am gonna be honest, there are some names that I'm not familiar with because I couldn't find a way of keeping up with some of the programming. Uh, then also I'm gonna end this video with something that's kind of related to the releases, but not it's to do with a certain tweet, and I think everybody knows what that tweet is because I really want to get my thoughts on all this. Also, in case you're wondering, I got a new mic. See, my internal mic for my Chromebook isn't like working, so I had to get a new one. Uh, Thankfully, my brother actually got me a new mic, so I had to give him the money first. Okay, but then in mind, I want to talk about all these releases just to test this mic out, and also to get it out of my head. Okay, so let's start with Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler of the Forgotten Sons. Now, I think a few people got introduced to Wesley Blake because of his tag team with him and Buddy Murphy with Alexa Bliss. Honestly, at the time when I was watching NXT, then I thought those people were gonna go to the main roster together. Turns out I was wrong. And then the next time I saw Wesley Blake after him and Buddy Murphy broke up, he joined Steve Cutler and Jackson Riker as a part of the Forgotten Sons. And you know what? I feel really bad for both Steve and Leslie because after what Jackson Riker did doing the whole supporting Donald Trump doing the whole Black Lives Matter movement, they got punished too, which was really unfair. Then all three of them, well, the Forgotten Sons, were disbanded, and all three went their ways with Jackson Riker joining Elias and both Wesley Blake and Steve Cutler becoming the Knights of the Lone Wolf with Baron Corbin, and I thought they actually did decent with that role. 2 to 3 weeks, and then I can't remember who got released first. Was it Blake or Cutler? I think. Okay, this list is showing basically Blake first, but I thought it was Steve Cutler. So I don't know. Uh, it's really it does make me feel really annoyed. I mean, Jackson Riker was the one who made the controversial comments. Jackson Riker was the one who basically fucked the Forgotten Sons up. And but no, he's not he's the only one that still remains, while both Steve Cutler and Wesley Blake got fired. I feel like that's completely unfair. But yeah, what can you do? From what I see, I've seen like Steve Cutler doing pretty good in Impact Wrestling right now with those vignettes. And so I hope both him and Wesley Blake do well in the future. Anyway, next name, Bo Dallas. Yeah, I do. I think Bo Dallas is pretty underrated the more I think about it. I remember the first time I actually saw him, it was in NXT. In the first NXT show, that wasn't a game show, when you saw like that vignette of him, and he was talking humanity, I always had a connection to him. I mean, I like, I don't know why, but there was something about Bo that I liked. Then, everybody started hating on him. No, no, I didn't have any problems with it, but I was wondering why did anybody not like him? But it might be because of that smile he did. He was like this baby face and stuff. But something else I actually liked when it came to Bo Dallas was after he saw all this, he actually decided I could use this for heel heat, and he just turned heel. And I feel like Bo Lee was actually one of the most smartest things he could do. And he was actually a credible world champion. Huh, who would have thought it if you'd only seen him in the main roster? Huh? Then Bo moved to the main roster. And it all went downhill from there. Now, though there have been some good exceptions, like the B team. Yeah, slightly also social outcast, and I do know he was a part of the Mistwatch, but damn it, I also it's kind of I feel really bad because after Curtis Axel got released in 2020, I don't think WWE ever had any idea for Bo Dallas, which doesn't make any sense because one of the biggest stars in your company was related to him, like his brother, Bray Wyatt. Don't worry, I'll get to him later. So I feel really bad about Bo, but hopefully wherever he goes, he's gonna crack it because I don't think he's really underrated. Maybe I should have said he was the most underrated wrestler I've won in not Jake Roberts. I mean, when Jake Roberts is actually underrated in the past, but I think a lot of people actually do know how good he was. But hopefully, Bo Dallas can actually do that. I think he's still young. I think he's in his early 30s, but I could be wrong. Anyway, next, let's see. Oh yeah, Kalisto. Yeah, I always feel like Kalisto was in like stereotypical lucha phase. Like what he did do some phase like two-time United States champion. Also that really cool Celia that was sold from the top of the ladder that he did to one of the Usos. I can't remember which one though. But I felt like that was an awesome moment. Then it was kind of putting a joke with the Lucha House Party. He didn't like it, so I guess he has to be removed from it while the other two were okay with it. And they went their different ways. Then a few months later, Kalisto got fired. So again, I kind of wish I think he's already made an impact in Mexico again. Why did I say Mexicans? Sorry. So yeah, I hope he has a good future too, and do some good future things. So I just can't help it. Oh boy, Tucker Knight. What can I say? WWE always has stupid reasons for like splitting teams up. Oh, granted, yes, Otis was the most popular of the two, but you could have had like Tucker do something as well. I think he kind of feels like the same about it. And for the love of, if you do split a tag team, make sure both guys actually, feud with each other and to try and pay that off and actually give them a good reason to split and not have like one of the guys say, "Oh, I'm just jealous of my partner and he wouldn't be where he is today not for me," and blah 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 blah. Seriously, I feel like Tucker, like the real life Tucker is, I don't know his real life name by the way, sorry, but I feel like he actually agrees with that. And they had no point. They had no idea of what to do with both Tucker and Otis, and now Otis is just a tag team with Chad Gable. I mean, granted, that's a good. They're doing good in the tag team, but the fall of Otis, man, the fall of Otis, and I feel bad for both Otis and Tucker Knight. I hope whatever Tucker does in the future, it works. And for him too. But okay, next one. Oh, Chelsea Green. Okay, granted, I have actually kept up with Chelsea Green when she was in Impact Wrestling. As well found this. I haven't kept up that much of her when she was in NXT. That's my bad. But yeah, I think ever since she got she's actually making a little bit more of an impact in the wider world, and I hope she keeps that momentum up because I think she's actually got a time for this. So yeah, and also hope that her and Matt Cardona I wish the best for their futures as well. So yeah, that's that. Next one, Mickey James. Oh, fuck. Okay, seriously, that story's just sad. I mean, everybody knows how much of a legend Mickey James is, and how much he was actually trying to support for women's wrestling and in WWE and trying to possibly get an evolution too. Seriously though, you give a lot of your own blood and sweat and tears for, okay, not much of blood, I mean PG, but you know what I mean. You give a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for a place for so long, even though there was a mini break, there was like a few years break in between when she was in Impact Wrestling or TNA, and the way when she got fired and the trash bag. Seriously, the trash bag? No wonder Mickey James feels really, really bad about it. I mean, seriously. Mickey James is a legend. She deserves more than that. Mindfully, one of the guys who caused it got fired. But I don't think that guy was the only guy that actually fought that. Who actually does stuff like that. I think he was just like the let's put all blame on this person. So yeah, Mickey James deserves better, but I think she's doing pretty good outside of the company now, and she's actually working on that like women's show, and I hope that women's show goes good. Because again, Mickey James deserves it. Okay, so next. Somebody else in the April Ruiz. Oh no, it's the Iconics. Okay, what do you want me to say here? What do you want me to say? Everybody's already said this, and I completely agree they should not, and I repeat, not or split the Iconics up without a plan. Okay, from what I heard, Peyton Royce actually wanted to go off on her own, and you know that's fine. As far as her and Barry Kay are still friends at the end of the day, and they still like each other, but that's the thing. WWE had no plans for either Peyton Royce or Barry Kay. I mean, granted, Barry Kay was actually doing really well with the whole sign my petition thing, and I mean, everybody loved them, and from backstage, I think everybody actually loved them backstage. But no, it's because of one person that Barry Kay got fired, and that was Kevin Dunn, because he just doesn't get her. Seriously, one person, one bucktooth person said, "Oh, I don't get this person," and she gets fired. That's completely unfair. I'm Peyton Royce. I feel really bad for her. I mean, I think I actually watched this like I don't know what was it. It was an interview and stuff, and Payne was just devastated because he got released. But hopefully, both Barry Kate and Peyton Royce they rebound from this. I mean, seriously, it's been months. I hope they rebound for it. And whether it's together or separate, I wish best for the Iconics. Because I feel like they deserve it. Okay, so next. Who is next? Oh yeah, Samoa Joe. I don't know if this one actually counts because he came back. But I did kind of find okay, quick second. I need to do something. Wait, sorry about that. Well, I was just saying this about Joe. I actually found it kind of funny how Samoa Joe was like fired, and then a few minutes later, Triple H came back and said, "Don't worry, Joe, we'll get your job back." Oh, NXT, and then throughout the entire weeks and weeks since then, Joe's like everybody was saying, "I'm so sorry you lost your job, Joe," and then Joe's like, "Oh yeah, I lost my job. He's trying to like hide it." Now, granted, I don't hate Joe for this. I mean, I think it was actually his storyline in NXT is actually being pretty sweet, pretty cool with him returning as like the super security guys and having a feud with Karrion Kross. It would have been better if Karrion Kross didn't lose to Jeff Hardy, but yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm glad Joe got his job back, but I feel a little bit worried because we didn't actually get I would have actually loved to see us if Samoa Joe actually did go to AEW and have a few of Eddie Kingston because that promo would be awesome as well as the match. But yeah, I am happy that Joe got his job back. And I'm also glad that the last memory that we see of Samoa Joe in WWE is not gonna be him in a portal. Okay, next. Oh yes. Okay. Oh, Lars Sullivan. Yeah, that's a can of worms. He's kind of like go stop, but that's because of like mental health and stuff. And you know, I wish, I hope that mentally Lars is doing good, and I hope he's helping and stuff. I guess that's all I can say about this. Okay, next. Oh, Andrade, who asked for his release. Yeah, he asked his release because he wasn't happy because he wasn't, being used right. And now he's in AEW and every aspect. Now, granted, I'm a major fan of AEW, but they haven't been booking him right when he came in. But I think he's starting to get more steam up. So I hope that he does actually do pretty good in AEW. I think wrestling wise, he is pretty good. But yeah. Much for the best of Andrade, even though I do think it's kind of weird if I don't think he can actually achieve that plan of having his entire family join AEW like Charlotte. But I don't know I don't know. I don't know what I don't know what I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, so maybe. Okay, next. Going up. But sorry, I just gotta check something out on who is. Oh, wait, Marcia Sophia and Jessamine Duke, aka the two horsewomen. Okay, again, this is like one of the groups of people that I didn't know that much about when they went on NXT, but I do know they were actually friends with Gina Baszler and something else I'm going to talk about, even though she didn't get released. But yeah, I feel like Jessamine Duke and Machia Sophia, I think I might have said her, they won't. But yeah, I feel like they should have been they should have actually brought the whole thing to the state and push Jada more like a beast instead of being like Nia Jax's lackey. Damn it, Vince. But yeah, I hope both Machia Sophia and Jessamine Duke, they happy wherever they go next. Okay, next is Santana Garnett. I have nothing much to say because it's all know about this person, but I hope she's doing good. So that's all I gotta say. Oh, and okay, next is Ruby Wyatt. I mean, damn it, she's actually one of the most cool. She actually looks like one of the most coolest women there with the Wyatt score and stuff. But again, I think she's actually suffered from the main roster's booking of we do not know what to do with this person. So yeah. From what Len Morgan actually said, whoever gets her in the future is going to have a really good talent on their hand. And, I actually believe her. And I hope wherever Ruby Solo is going, a lot of people are saying that it is going to be AEW. I hope she cracked it, if you know what I mean. So, much the best luck of her. Next, Lana. Damn it, poor Lana! Or CJ Perry. I mean, I definitely don't get it. She's actually had one of the most, like, I mean, okay, I think everybody agrees. Her and Rusev / Miro were perfect when they debuted, but I think the downhill struggle was when they decided, because of how popular Lana was getting, that, we must turn Rusev heel and split them up. Then that whole storyline of both Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler happened, and Lana kissing Dolph Ziggler, and then later, both Rusev and Lana got engaged in real life, and Dolly punished Lana when, I don't know, it's okay. Hey, Dolly, it's okay. Vince, Dolly, it's okay, babe. You could have just stayed and pretend to still not like each other. It's like what you do later with Bobby Lashley. But no, they punished Lana. And of course, I know I should be talking more about Lana / CJ Perry right now, but Rusev Day was over. I mean, seriously, everybody should actually have capitalized it on Rusev Day. And then I think Rusev was left, and so there's Lana / CJ Perry, and then that whole storyline with Bobby Lashley happened. Then Rusev got fired. Then Lana turned. Lana, was then split up on Bobby Lashley, and everybody wanted her to be a babyface, but they didn't know how to talk because a babyface. And yeah, I know the whole thing with Roman Reigns is Survivor Series happened, and then that whole 9-week storyline of her being put through tables, and then she started forming a tag team with Naomi, and then pop, she's gone. So yeah, I do feel for her. And I did watch that episode of Talking Jericho with her, and I hope that wherever she goes, I think most likely AEW, but then again, Mio's actually carrying on by himself. But then again, I think Lana might be good. So whatever Lana / CJ Perry has next, I wish the best of luck to her. Oh, but yeah, Buddy Murphy. Okay, Grant. I'm gonna be honest. Like I mentioned before, I know he and like I mentioned before, him and Wesley Blake were actually tag team partners with Alexa Bliss. I thought they were going to go to the main roster together, but I was wrong. Then he went to 205 Live, and I didn't watch 205 Live, but I heard he did a lot of good things. Then Buddy Murphy moved to the main roster. He didn't do that much besides being Samoa's disciple. Then they gave him a really creepy storyline. He fell in love with Rey Mysterio's 19-year-old daughter, and none of them actually wanted to do it. Then, after that storyline concluded, he disappeared, and now he's gone. But from like that vignette of the prison guard in that video, it looks more likely that Buddy Murphy's gonna go to AEW. So I hope he actually does good now. Because I think, definitely, I think Buddy Murphy wants to prove that to everyone that in wrestling, he's the best kept secret. Okay, next. Oh, Aleister Black says Malachi Black. Now, again, this really shocked me when it happened. No, seriously, because I think it shocked a lot of people, as well as somebody else that's going to come up, when Aleister Black just had this dark father character, and then WWE decided a few days later, oh, let's just get a fire. And he was like shocked, but something I actually respect is Malachi / Aleister Black / Tori End said he was trying to be grateful for it, and he wasn't trying to burn bridges. And you know what? He might go back to WWE in the future, but I think he's killing it right now in AEW, especially his debut, and the way he debuted. So yeah, again, I felt like Aleister Black was going to be like the next Undertaker, but shows what I know. But maybe he will be that way, that in AEW as Malachi Black. Malachi Black. I really love that name. So yeah, best of luck for him. Okay, the next one really shocked me when it happened. I mean, I don't think anybody saw this coming. Braun Strowman. The Monster Among Men. I remember when I first saw him as the Black Sheep of the Wyatt family. And again, he was green. I think everybody actually knew he was green. But then he started to improve. When he split from the Wyatt family, he went on a tear. And then he had that rivalry with Roman Reigns, and that really defied him. That really made Braun Strowman who he is, and made him really, really hot. The problem was WWE didn't know when to pull the trigger. I mean, again, they eventually did give him the World Championship when he beat Goldberg, but by then the fire was out. And again, Braun Strowman, when he got released, he just faced Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, and everybody was shocked when it happened. And that way, now everybody. Well, wait, I should actually mention this when the final guy actually. When I mentioned that final guy. But. Yeah, now WWE now realized, oh, we fucked up. And I think they tried to get both. They were trying to get both Aleister Black and Braun Strowman back. But, unfortunately for them, they couldn't get Aleister Black back. But they might get Braun Strowman back. But I guess that's Strowman's idea where he's gonna go. I don't know if he would want to go to AEW, but I think he would kill it in New Japan. As like this monster heel. You know, like he's supposed to be. But again, when it comes to Braun, I hope for the best with him. Just hope that comment he made years ago when it comes to the independent stuff, it didn't come back to bite him in the ass. But yeah, again, I hope for the best in Braun Strowman. Okay, otherwise, again, I do not know that much about otherwise. as well as the fact that they debuted on AEW. But I hope the best in their career. I know it's short, sorry, but I don't know that much about it otherwise. And Arya the Fire, I only remember him when he was in 205 Live. I didn't watch any of his matches and stuff. But I hope for the best for his career as well. And, yep, Tony Nese. The guy with the Apex, same as Arya the Fire. I didn't know that much. I didn't watch that much of his matches, but I hope for the best of his match, his future, and somebody can actually use his Apex packs. Okay, I can't say this guy's name. Artio Woo's. Sorry if I spelled butchered that name, but I don't know that much about him. But I hope for his future. He does good. Okay, now this one's just sad. Both members of Breezango. I mean, again, in a sense, both Title Beast and Fandango were popular, both separate and together. I mean, I feel like Title Beast was actually one of the most popular wrestlers in NXT on its early years. And he was like one of the best heels. While Fandango, well, yeah, there was a whole Fandangoing. I know how much that Vince McMahon wanted Fandango to beat Chris Jericho at WrestleMania that didn't go anywhere. And then when they became Breezango, and then when they became the Fashion Police, they were really hot. They should have pulled the trigger there. Like, they should have actually given them a tag team championship there, but unfortunately, that's beyond anybody's point now. And then they went back to NXT, and then they got, fired. But again, I hope for both Fandango and Tyler Breeze in the future, wherever they go, whether, again, like the Iconics, whether they go together or they go separate, I hope they go well. And I hope somehow Tyler Breeze stays in up, down, down, because I know how much they were friends, and I hope they can still keep in contact with everybody in WWE. Well, and their friends in WWE. Okay, next. Oh, the Bollywood Boys. Now, again, I don't know that much about the Bollywood Boys, because at that time they were Jinder Mahal's henchmen, but I think they always did what they were asked, and it's a shame what happened. And I don't feel like they were more talented than being lackeys of Jinder Mahal. So, again, I hope the Bollywood Boys, wherever they go, they, kick it. And I hope the best for them. There's a video. Okay, I don't know that much about this August Gray guy, but I gotta mention the joke here. I gotta mention the joke, that tweet that he made of, and I was laughing. I was kind of laughing at it. Like, breaking news: tonight's WWE 205 Live match main event has been turned into a loser leaves town match. Don't miss it. That was actually pretty funny. So yeah, I don't know that much about him, but I hope he does good in the future. Again, I don't know who this Kurt Stallion is, but again, I hope for the best in his future too. Okay, now this one is like personal for me. Karrion Dane, aka Big Damo. Now, I'll admit, of all these wrestlers, I never actually got the chance to saw live, but I actually did see Big Damo / Karrion Dane live. I saw him when he was there was like this wrestling show that I went with my brother and a friend of mine, and we actually saw Karrion Dane in real life, and he was like the world champion in that show. He lost the belt, but because I think that was like the time that he signed with WWE and he was going to lead the independents. But damn it! And also I saw that WCPW show when Big Damo actually won the WCPW championship with that toy belt. But yeah, it's really a shame because of all the things that Big Damo says Karen Dane dead for the Indies as well. When it comes to the UK, I also remember when Big Damo actually showed up with Sanity with Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and his wife Nikki Cross, and I thought Sanity was a really cool stable, and I should have done more, but nope, main roster fucked it up. And then later in NXT, first they went to the main roster, and then Kerry then went back to NXT, and he had this really cool. First the ladder match for the first North American Championship, and then the story went with Drake Maverick. But yeah, then after he got released. But it's a good thing that and it says Big Dable's back on the Indies, but I wish he did more. Because I did, like I mentioned before, I felt like a personal connection to Big Dable, and I hope in the future Big Dable carry day, whatever you want to call him, he does good in the future. I do wish luck for his wife, Nikki Cross. Or Nikki, almost a superhero, for doing the thing that she wants to do as well. But again, I wish nothing but luck for Big Damo. The next one. Okay, now we get to the big one. Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt. Now I don't know if anybody actually missed this, but I actually did. I actually did put a post on Facebook with Bray Wyatt being released, and I face palmed in it. Seriously, don't keep fucking Bray Wyatt up. They fucked him up. I mean, and then NXT, he showed up as this really cool character. It's this spooky swamp. I don't know what you call it, but it worked. They brought in like Eric Warren and Luke Harper / Boy Lee, rest in peace. And the Wyatt family were a really cool stable. Then they went to the main roster, and the first few months happened when they were actually dominating, and then the John Cena problem happened. Again, that match with John Cena, I think that was like the definitive thing for Bray Wyatt. Okay, yeah, again, I forgot to mention his career as Husky Harris. Whoops! Because that's just how cool Bray Wyatt was. But yeah, he also appeared as Husky Harris as a member of the New Nexus. But back to the point again, they kept fucking Bray up in both these in both his gimmicks. I mean, in his swamp inspired Cold Leader counter, he was like he kept on talking a big game, but when it came to the final stretch, he always messed up. And then he won the tag after he got voted to the Lake of Reincarnation. He joined forces with Matt Hardy as the leaders of Woes, which I didn't actually mind. They were actually pretty good. They came back as the Fiend. One of the most coolest characters ever. Like, he had one half of his character was basically him being like this children's host saying, "Hi, boys and girls," with all these cool puppets and stuff. And then the Fiend with that really cool mask. And everything about the Fiend was cool. And again, for the first few months, the Fiend was dominant. They fucked it up! I mean, Lewis, I know it's kind of started showing the cracks, but I don't think that Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt match in Hell in a Cell was actually the killing point for the Fiend. I think the Fiend still had that, like, intensity with him. But you know what I think killed the Fiend was when Goldberg steamrolled him at Saudi Arabia. That should not have happened. I mean, it didn't really matter in the end, too, because Goldberg then left after WrestleMania where he lost to Braun Strowman, and then, well, at WrestleMania, Bray Wyatt had the mindfuck of a match with John Cena that everybody agrees was a mindfuck, but everybody enjoyed that. A Firefly Funhouse match. Still don't know how John Cena got out of there, but yeah, whatever. Then Bray Wyatt had a few with both Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. Then he had a few with Randy Orton that ended up being his last one. And I still going to remember that last pull he did in the Firefly Funhouse when he was talking about his future and stuff, and I think at that point he knew he was gonna leave, which was sad because Bray Wyatt could have beat Bell. No, okay, again, I gotta agree on this. Again, I think Mickey Chase was right when she said that basically, well, when they said, "Bray Wyatt, we wish you for the best of your future endeavors," that it was actually translated to, "Oh, thank you for creating all these cool characters that we don't know what to do, but instead give it to somebody else." Now, again, keep in mind, you can feel bad about what happened to Bray Wyatt, but I swear, I have no ill feelings towards Alexa Bliss. Like a lot of people do. Alexa Bliss had nothing, and I repeat, nothing to do with Bray Wyatt getting released. Except play her character. Now, does Alexa Bliss's old character of the Fiend, does Alexa Bliss's character, is Alexa Bliss's rebel character of the Fiend bad? Yes, but that wasn't her fault, that was the booking. So again, if you're listening to this, yeah, feel bad about Bray Wyatt getting released, but do not, and I repeat, not blame Alexa Bliss for it. If you do, that's just sad. But again, I feel bad about Bray Wyatt, but I'm not gonna start. I do wish for the best for Bray Wyatt in the future too. Of course, he's one of the most creative minds in wrestling right now, but I'm not done talking about him because that's gonna be like the last case. I only wish the best for him. Okay, next person is Ric Flair. Now I'm gonna try and keep this more short because everybody knows the gist. It's basically because Ric Flair wasn't happy with the whole Lacey Evans storyline, and yeah, I don't blame him. And how Charlotte Flair was being booked. Now, granted, yes, I do think, like everybody else, Charlotte's been overbooked, but I think there might be something going on behind the scenes with Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair and WWE, and that might be why Andrade wants to bring Charlotte to AEW and stuff, and the whole family, but I don't know. But of course, I'm gonna wish Ric Flair whatever he does in the future well. I mean, fuck, he's your boy. Okay, we're almost done here. Of course, I'm gonna have to bring up like the NXT releases that happened recently. Now, I'm gonna keep this short. I don't know that much about Giant Satya Shaheo Saka. I can't say his name. Some Zachary Smith, I guess. There's been Joy, Arya Starling, Jake Atlas. Even though I heard, not granted, about Jake Atlas, I don't know that much about him, but I keep seeing these like tweets and stuff from Sean Walsh that says he's really, really good. So I gotta take Sean's word for it. And Steven Smith. I don't know that much about those guys, but I hope for the best in the future. They do really, really well. Okay, Leon Wolf. Yeah, I heard about him. I know he's the guy that got involved in the whole Johnny Gargano and Damien Priest storyline and won the North American Championship in that way. And seriously, he wasn't actually given that much of a choice after that, which I feel really bad. I hope for the best of his future as well. And I like to I actually mean it. Now, Tyler West. He's apparently met with the Diamond Mine that just started recently, and now he's going west. But they gotta. I think that actually makes more sense the more I think about it. But I'm gonna say that at the end of this. Okay, Mercedes why can't I say her name? I know her name. Mercedes Mortiz. I can't say her name. I don't know why I can't say her name, but you know who I'm talking about. Mercedes, who? Why can't I say her name? But you know what I mean. She was actually a member of like that of Retribution. Worst stable ever. But I might talk that might make a topic on that in the future. But she wasn't happy, so she actually has to go back to NXT, and that actually was expected. But nope, now she's fired. No, good. I'm not saying that's the reason why she got fired, but it still shouldn't be good. But the next two are really, really shocking to me as well. Bronson Reed, who was I know was like the North American champion a few weeks ago, as well as having some triumphs on the main roster. But nope, God. And he also seems like a nice guy. Who would have thought he was actually like this big guy? You think that fans would actually like him. And finally, when it comes to all these people who got released so far, Bobby Fish, a former member of the Undisputed Era, a longtime tag team partner of Kyle O'Reilly in the Indies, and a well-respected veteran. Now, granted, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't actually know this, but I didn't know that Bobby Fish was like over 40. But again, so what? 40's not old. I mean, there's some things that Bobby Fish can actually do in NXT. Well, I mean, what's that help people? I mean, again, fuck it. I mean, both Chris Jericho and Christopher Daniels are in the 50s and they're still wrestling. And again, also fucking Terry Funk. Even though Funk is kind of like in the minute ago right now, but a week gets better too. But seriously, there's so much that Bobby Fish can actually do for the roster. But again, it's like everybody is like. Okay, before I say the next thing, I still wish the best for Bobby Fish, whatever he does. But you know what I think we all know what's going on. They're trying to change when it comes to these releases. They're trying to change NXT to be more like Fence's Vision, like bigger man, younger man. Give me a fucking break. Again, I'm sorry. This is a rant. Wait, now I admit it, but before I go back to this rant again, I need to address something that's been really pissing me off for a few weeks since I first heard it. And it's that tweet that Ronda Rousey put out. Before I get into this, let's see. Let's see if I can actually say this right now. And sorry if I'm going a little bit ranty right now, but I feel really bad for all these guys. But and this tweet was actually really This is really annoying me, but let's read out Wonder Wowz's tweet here. I see you. Oh, sorry. Got out started again. I've seen you same fans chanting "We want Wyatt" last night, chanting "We want Beach Balls" over WWE Bray Wyatt performing. If the WWE treated him like he was expendable, it's because you ungrateful idiots did it first. We did it first. We did it first. Yeah. We did it first. We made Bray Wyatt expendable, right? Right? It's not like for over a decade people hated John Cena and wanted him to leave. It's not like since recently he became the tribal chief that everybody actually wanted Roman Reigns to leave. Granted, I still like Roman Reigns, and I always like Roman Reigns. And also John Cena is actually, I think John Cena wants to actually starting to give us a chance, and John Cena was right recently when he said that though he's going to stay. But yeah, but no. Wonder's right. Wonder's right. It's us, the ungrateful fans who pay to see who. Okay, granted, I'm not a WWE fan anymore, but it's the ungrateful WWE fans who pay to see the show. It's the ungrateful fans who I don't know haven't been in the building for 18 fucking months. No, it's the ungrateful idiot fans who, in some cities, play with a beach ball because they didn't actually like the matches. And some cities, not all cities. You shouldn't actually group all of the fans and wrestling and these cities where people are playing beach balls. And I don't blame the people who are playing beach balls. Because they were getting bored. I mean, okay, granted, yeah, maybe you should actually show more respect to the people in the ring, but think about it. If we never had the beach ball, we wouldn't have that very badass moment where us all just ran into the fans and they grabbed the beach ball and whipped it apart. But no. It's not like all of us fans were saying, "Oh, the Fiend's a really cool character. Bray Wyatt's a really cool character. Everybody should actually respect." Should actually get Bray Wyatt more of a chance. No, it's not like a lot of people were saying that. Oh, wait a minute, Wanda, they were! I get it, sorry. I'm a little bit shouting right now, but this tweet that she put out really pissed me off. Personally, Wanda Rousey didn't know how to build your own character because she basically bought her MMA character. Bray Wyatt, even though Bray Wyatt came from absolutely nowhere with his character. He was like a basic character of Husky Howard. And he created Bray Wyatt. Now, granted, yes, I know Bray Wyatt / Husky Howard / I can't remember his real name, but he's a part of the Thunder family. They came from IRS and also Blackjack Morgan or something. Sorry if I'm fucking that up, but that doesn't mean shit. You can actually have second generation and third generation wrestlers who came in and they fuck up because of things or personal reasons. They can actually fuck up like the likes of Manu and Sebasuka, or something bad happened then Reggie Steamboat who had to retire. Let me see seriously again. This tweet is one of the most disrespectful things you can say right now. It wasn't never the fans that made Bray Wyatt extendable. It was the booking. No, granted, I'm going to go in for a little while right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I get a little bit too weird and annoyed, but it's just annoyed because we all know what's going to happen in NXT. I know that this might be jumping the gun, but we all know what's going to happen in NXT. Because well, I know I was talking about Bray Wyatt a few seconds ago, but when it comes to NXT, Veteran Man wants Big Man and Yoga Man so that they can fuck up when they go to the main roster. You know the NXT that I remember? One of my favorite matches of all time. And one of my favorite storylines of all time happened in NXT. Adrian Neville, / Pac, and Sami Zayn. They had like that match in NXT TakeOver, and the belt was perfect because you actually like had Neville / Pac be like this champion that wanted to keep the belt no matter what, and you had Sami Zayn be like this character that wants the belt no matter what. And you had this like feeling that one of them actually turns heel to win the match. And you actually had that moment where Sami Zayn holding the NXT Championship, thinking that he was gonna use it, but he chose not to, and he still won the match. And also what happened after the match didn't actually take away from the match when Kevin Owens shows up and pretends to be Sami Zayn's friend before he powerbombs him on the apron. But seriously, that was one of my favorite matches of all time, and you wouldn't get that for tall guys or younger guys. Actually, I don't know how old Pac and Sami Zayn were back then, but they're definitely not big guys. That's the point of WWE right now. And here's the thing. Over 1 year ago. Over 1 year. No, not 1 year. I mean 10 years. Sorry. I made a mistake. 10 years ago, CM Punk said in the ring. No, not in the ring. I mean on stage. Man, I'm fucking up. How WWE operates. And everything he said, CM Punk said came true. It's always been like that. Vince has always been a fan of younger and bigger guys, as well as putting over the legends over the younger talent. I'm gonna just say this right now. If the rumors are true and that WWE are actually planning on selling to a company like, say, Disney and stuff, and the ratings go down, the unthinkable might happen, and WWE might actually go out of business. And that's going to be on Vince. And it feels really bad because all these people, and also all the people that are inside WWE right now, I feel like they deserve bail. I admit, WWE have a really good roster of talent. The problem is they also spend a lot of time holding them so that they don't go to AEW or any other place. And if all these people, if they get, I will keep them one-on-one that actually made this fail between two. If you hold all that talent, hold. I mean, he mentioned back to mistake, but he mentioned that if one of these companies see the ratings if one of these companies that buy WWE see the ratings that keep plummeting down, they're going to eventually cancel it. And WWE's going to die. And that is crazy because I thought that would never happen. But still, I'm sorry about ranting like this. But all this has been really, really annoying because I'm always gonna have a nostalgia feeling for WWE, even though they are like right now. Again, all the wrestlers who worked their asses off for that show, despite the bad booking, they know all this. Now, again, I'm gonna admit it. Even though I feel like AEW is the better place, that's not perfect. But again, it's the better place between these two companies. WWE's basically become a prison. A prison that's hiring people that don't understand wrestling. But anyway, maybe I should actually. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one more thing. It's still really sad that with Bray Wyatt going, everybody that. Okay, I should stay focused. There was like this photo that Braun Strowman shared of a lot of people on the bus, and at the time, Bray Wyatt was the only person who was not fired, and now he's gone. That was on that bus, and now they're all gone. All of this is going to end up biting Vince McMahon in the ass. It's going to bite WWE in the ass, and I feel like Thanos is inevitable. And again, I'm really sorry about ranting about this. This is just really passionate about this, but I should really start signing up now. But I'm going to end on a positive note. All these people who have been released, they haven't had a crack. They haven't had a chance to make a name for themselves and prove to everyone that they can do anything. And, I didn't actually mention this, but I forgot to mention. I hope wherever Bray Wyatt goes and Bo Dallas shows up in that company as well, they can actually reference that they're brothers. I do feel like if Bray Wyatt actually, the Bray Wyatt character can actually, have held Bo Dallas too, but unfortunately that's not going to happen to me. But again, I'm going to end this in a good note. All these people might be released, but again, they have the chance to actually make it. Now, it's shown WWE that they should not have underestimated all of them. Well, anyway, I think that's been done. I've just been testing out this new microphone. Hopefully, it works out well, and I will try and get back on the Pass and Rumble Cup soon. So, yeah, I know this has been more of a rant, but than actual podcast episode, but I just had to get it out of my system. But yeah, that's me. I'm the GMR, and I hope everybody else has a good day.